good, beautiful people? I'm your host, Cameron Brooks, and welcome to another episode of The Come Up. Now today, I got another special guest for y'all. When I tell you this man is literally a man of distinction, not only he's a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, he's also my ace of the Ada Road Coding Cocky chapter. He's a realtor, got his own business. I mean, I don't even want to say too much because that's what he here for. So y'all give it up for my brother, TJ Maxberry, man. Thanks for coming on the show,
Yeah,
man.
I appreciate you for having me.
Bro.
Yes, so we got to do that again.
No, for real. Yeah, come on, man. Y'all got to hear that.
Dog. I appreciate you. Yes, sir.
So, man, TJ, to start off, bro, tell the people, your upbringing. Like, how was your childhood in Lexington, Kentucky?
Okay. So, grew up in a single mother household, like a lot of other people that look like me. My grandparents, they were a big part of my life, helping raise my aunt, my brother, my dad. Not the most perfect family, but a good family. Born and raised in Lexington, Kentucky, from the north side, Green Acres, Hollow Creek. Went to Henry Clay, out of district for some great reasons, and then ended up going to Western Kentucky, where I met you at, and then to where I'm at now. So I think entrepreneurship has always been a part of my life since a youngin'. Through my dad, through my uncle, my brother, and that's just a little bit of my upbringing.
So TJ, how did your upbringing, help you with what you do now, or how did it tie in?
I think it kind of helped me develop a lot, especially with the real estate standpoint. So just growing up, like I said, I grew up on the north side of Lexington in Green Acres and Hollow Creek. My grandparents, they bought a house there probably in like 2005, 2006, probably in like 2007. We ended up moving a couple doors down from them, just renting. We had neighbors across the street and stuff like that, but my grandparents ended up getting a divorce, and their home got foreclosed on. And then like probably a year or two later, my neighbor, their landlord, sells their house, so they had to move. And then while I'm at WKU, our landlord ends up sells our house that we've lived in for 10 years. So I came home to like no childhood home, as I've told people before, but that kind of just fueled me, because my mom didn't know, my grandparents didn't know that they could have kind of reversed that foreclosure and kept that house in the family. But that just kind of made me get obsessed with real estate and owning stuff, so nobody could just tell you to move out whenever they feel like it. But that's pretty much what got me into real estate, educating people on how to buy, how to finance, and that's really just like I'm trying to buy that neighborhood back.
Man, so I seen on Instagram not too long ago, man, that you accomplished a very great deal not too long ago. Tell us more about that.
Yes, sir. So I was able to buy my first property in that exact neighborhood. Not my first property, but the first property in that neighborhood. So it came from someone who I went to middle school with. Their mom wanted to sell, and it ended up being something that I was looking for. So like in March, I wrote it down in my notebook. Like I wrote down every single street name in Hollow Creek and Green Acres. Dang. And then 3 months later, I get a phone call. Hey, I'm wanting to sell my house, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna put it on the market, but it ended up working for me. And the deal worked out so great for them, so it was only right. So
it just made sense.
It made sense, and I was able to buy the first house in that Green Acres and Hollow Creek area. So I'm trying to buy the neighborhood.
Man, congratulations!
I appreciate
on that, bro.
it.
I know that was a real sentimental moment for you, bro. It really means a lot. So
yes, sir.
Man, definitely proud of that.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. So many memories in that neighborhood, good and bad. But I'm just glad to be back in the neighborhood, and I got my name on the deed. So
heard that, y'all. Deed official.
Sir.
No one can never take that away from you,
yes,
bro.
Sir.
Proud of you, man.
I appreciate you, dog.
So you told us about your recently new deal. Mm-hmm. Tell us more about the first one.
Okay, so the first one, I bought a duplex. One side 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. The other side 4 bedrooms, 1.5 baths. So, dog, I think me and my dad were trying to buy a house for cash, and somewhere like an hour away that wasn't gonna work, and it just kind of fueled me. Like that didn't work out. It fueled me to like I need to get something under my belt. This was in 2022, so I knew I wanted a duplex. I searched the PVA, what we use for like all public housing records. I searched that and I knew where duplexes were, so I wrote every single street name on that too. And I kind of stalked people, like I'm Googling their names, calling them.
Stalking people.
Yeah, like, hey, to get deals, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta get a hold, whether you're going through families, somebody passed away in the family, you gotta talk to multiple people. But as I mentioned earlier, or throughout this podcast, like I'm a relationship-based person, so I never cold call. I never call anybody I don't know. So that was my first time doing that. Make a couple phone calls. Like the second phone call, I get cussed out, and I'm like, okay. Like I'm like, okay, this is what, and I'm feeling good about it because I'm making those phone calls,
making those connections, even if
yes, sir.
Relationships, if they work out or not.
Yes, sir.
You doing that work.
And that third call I made, this lady answered. I'm like, hey, do you own this property here? She's like, yes, I own it. Are you trying to sell it? No, but I got two others I'm trying to sell. So I ride past that duplex that she sold me, and I'm riding past. This was in like February or January, and I'm riding past it every day. I'm like, I need to get my finances together because I'm an entrepreneur, never had a W-2 after graduating college, so I've got to get my taxes right, get things right with my accountant,
make sure everything is in line.
Make sure everything's in line. So I got my financing together, got with a great lender who was able to secure me financing on that deal. And in June of 22, I closed on that property. So I inherited tenants, so it didn't start out a great, well, I made money at the table. So if you're not making money at the closing table, it's already a bad deal. So I made money at the table a few ways. One way, by being an agent, getting a commission check. I got deposits from both sides already. How else did I get paid? I bought it for $210 and then it appraised for $240. So I had $30,000 in instant equity without even touching it. It's worth $290 now. So that's just another great reason of ownership is equity. But I ended up having to evict one tenant, which it sucks to go through, but it's the business, and you know you have to do what you can so you can keep your assets. But it's a
good order.
Yeah, in good order. But it's a tenant I inherited, so I rehabbed that side, and I rented it out. I ended up renting it out to one of my painters who still works for me. And then the other ones, they ended up leaving, so I had to rehab that side as well. So floors, light fixtures, painting, refinishing the floors, stuff like that. And with that one, that was the 4-bedroom side. So like, bro, I had an air mattress in there because I was grinding. Like I was locked in.
Sleeping in there.
I was locked in, sleeping in there. Like we at my house now, and I'm still humble enough to sleep on the air mattress, which I wish I could have been here in my bed. But like I'd be so tired just working, and then I'll just fall, go to sleep, wake back up, start working again until it's time to go home to take a shower and go on about my regular day. So I did that, rehab both sides, rented it out to some people who I thought would be great tenants. They only lasted 3 months. But that was easy, I still had a little bit of turnover as far as like painting and cleaning, but it wasn't like a huge turnover as the previous two. Those were like full rehabs on those rental properties. So I had to paint it, got that back rented out, and now it's cash flowing pretty good. Both sides are rented out, fully occupied, cash flowing, have equity. So it just turned out to be a great deal with patience. Like every deal that's came to me has been off patience, and probably from another deal not working out before. I think it's just God telling me like, hey, this ain't the one.
With patience, like has has it been? I know it's been hard. Like, I know it's something back in your mind, like, I just hurry up, want this to go through. It's taking so long. Like, how did you keep that part of you contained to really be like, okay, TJ, you got this. It's a day-by-day process. And how was you able to play those mind games?
Yeah, I mean, patience. It's just a virtue. So you just gotta. It's just something you gotta have. And then real estate's a long game too. So nothing's just gonna come instantly. Like you have to add value to it, whether it's like forced appreciation and stuff like that. So you have to add value to it. And just let the numbers go up over the years. Like real estate's a slow game, unless you're flipping houses and it turns into like an active job, which that could end up upside down. Either way, but you just gotta have patience with anything you want to do, and invest in. Like if you don't have patience, you shouldn't invest at all.
You know what's going on in Lexington? Like I know Lexington is on a real come up. Like,
yes, sir.
You know, back in the older years, or you feel me, when we was coming up, Lexington wasn't really popping like how it is now.
Yeah.
And now we got, you know, Coach Cal gone now. So
yes,
you feel
sir.
me? What else is going on in Lex? What's things people can be looking out for?
Lexington is growing from the real estate market standpoint to downtown. I remember driving back and forth to Bowling Green to go back to Western Kentucky, and you know, I'm seeing them work on stuff, and then when I come home 4 years later, I'm seeing everything that they worked on kind of develop. But me just being in the real estate space, I'm able to see it like all hands in, from the new developments downtown to the housing market, and I'm able to see what's coming. So there's a lot of growth going on in Lexington. I can't wait to see where it's going to be in 5 to 10 years from now. So I'm comfortable here. I don't think I'll ever want to leave Lexington, especially with all the support I have here.
Sure.
So I love Lexington. It's growing from sports to horses, bourbon, you know, tourist attractions. So Lexington's growing.
So make sure if any of y'all come through Louisville, Bowling Green, make sure y'all slide the Legs. They got good eats, and there's only more to come. Good bourbon.
They've been in town this weekend, so sure. I've been putting them on game to all the good food spots. So, you know, I want to give a shout out to Wing King.
Man, shout out to Wing King for sure. I don't think Thomas was there yesterday, but listen, y'all, Wing King, get that World Easy sauce.
Yeah,
fire.
You gotta get him on the podcast. He's got a hell of a story too.
I'm gonna definitely keep that in mind, Thomas. So be ready. So, bro, is there anything you're doing in Lexington that you kind of, because you know, with the evolution of Lexington and how it's, you know, on this come up, what are you doing to, you know, kind of put your name out there?
So really, ever since I graduated college in 2019, I've just been focused on building a name for myself, building a brand with my companies, me as a real estate agent. So what I'm focusing on in Lexington is just to continue to keep a good name, do good business. I want to start buying up as much property as I can in my old neighborhood. Just continue to add value to Lexington, add value to the people around me. I'm just ready to grow, dog. So
for sure.
Just ready to grow.
We see that.
Yes, sir.
I love the hunger that you got and always want to strive for more, because some people just get comfortable where they're at. You know, they get too complacent. They just feel like that's the end all.
Yes, sir.
You keep finding more ways to become better. And us as men, you know, providers, you know, it's really up to us.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
it's all up to us.
For sure. You talk about your brand, you talk about your company. You see it on your chest.
Yes, sir. Every day.
So what's Maxberry Property Service, and where did that idea even come from?
In just a little background, I was going to school to be a special ed and elementary education teacher. Got to like that third year, was like, I'm really not feeling this. I can't see myself sitting in a class 8 to 9 hours a day for 30 years. Right. So I ended up starting to work for my mentor, who used to train me in football. So he's a multi-entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur. He had me start cleaning for his, he had a cleaning company that he used for like Lexington rental homes, doing like rental turns. So he pretty much set me up. Like he said, I walked in, he had cleaning supplies, brand new in the box, vacuums, everything. He said, here, this is like owning your own business, so treat it as such. So I worked for him probably the first summer. After my freshman year, started cleaning for him. I was like, I could do more than cleaning. Let me carpet clean, let me paint. And then he started trusting me with more stuff. And then he started putting podcasts and books in my ear, and giving me good info to read up on. So I listened to Rich Dad Poor Dad on a Audible, because like the last book I ever read had to be in 7th grade, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. So he gave me that book, and like
great series.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. So that kind of shifted my mindset towards entrepreneurship. So that junior year, senior year, I was kind of back and forth, and then after working for him and kind of developing my own skills and stuff, I was like, it's time to take a leap of faith. I knew coming out of college I was going to be a full-time entrepreneur. I wasn't working for anybody. So I got that started. First I had something called Maxberry Home Services. And that was just me getting my name out there, trying to make $1 while still working a regular job. So something just hit the switch. Maxberry Property Services. I wrote it out in my notebook. Had like 4 different quadrants of property services, like real estate, home services, landscaping and stuff, which I kind of dumbed it down to just painting, and then me being a realtor, of course.
I know that goes hand in hand.
Everything goes hand in hand. Like my business is one big umbrella. All has to deal with houses, property, real estate, and they work together well. So I got Maxberry Property Services started after graduating, came home full-fledged, got my name out there, and then became an agent October 2019 after getting the business started. And I kind of just took off from there. And then I was able to become a real estate agent because by me changing my major, I just went with a basic interdisciplinary studies major. Like, you know how stressed out I was. Like, we was roommates for like 2 years.
Apartment 521.
Yeah, 521. Yes, sir. So I was just pretty much stressed out going through my major, because I was like, I'm not staying in school for an extra 2 years. I got to get out of here. I tried to drop out. My mom wouldn't let me.
Damn, we ain't know that, bro.
Nah, bro. I tried to drop out. You remember when I lost my wallet?
Oh, bro.
I was ready to drop out. I lost my wallet, all my cash. I just got paid for. But I was ready to drop out. But by me changing my major, I was able to take a whole bunch of real estate courses in that. So I knew I was going to be an entrepreneur. Took real estate courses, took leadership.
Make sure you find the ways to prepare yourself.
Making sure I could prepare myself, and that I'm actually, using this money towards something. Because I knew, like, I've never used my degree till this day, and I don't know if I will. I just gave it to my mom. It was for her.
Man, it's always safe to have a backup plan, even though we know this is plan A. There is no plan B.
Yes, sir.
But it's always nice to have reinsurance, something to fall back on. So TJ, what was any challenges that you had to overcome when starting your business? Because I know it's not easy. I know it's a lot of filing and a lot that you got to put into making something yours.
Yeah, for sure.
So how was that like?
So like some of my failures or just challenges.
So like failures, like what you had to overcome to really get Maxberry Property Service up and running how you got it now.
Yeah, I would just say just taking that leap of faith. I think starting out, it was just kind of like, all in or nothing. So it's day in, day out, me just grinding until I was able to hire employees. There's just a lot of sacrifices you got to make. I think starting out as well, me being young, a lot of people didn't trust what I was doing. And then, like, I really never liked to talk, never really been like a social person. TJ was
definitely that guy in his shell, that turtle, not coming out, not speaking to nobody. Cool dude when you got to know him, for sure.
Yeah. But just talking to people, conversing with clients, making sure that they could trust me. And then, entrepreneurship is just a roller coaster. So financial issues, paying people, making sure you can meet payroll.
Right, 'cause you definitely got a crew now.
Got crews. Got other people you have to provide for. I would also say like taxes. Like taxes is a big thing, and I really didn't understand it starting out. But being an entrepreneur and investing in real estate, you get a lot of big tax breaks as well, just for providing housing, providing jobs for people. But there's plenty of challenges, man. My roughest challenge was like in 2022, mid 2023. Like I'm still bouncing back from that. Just the economy started shifting. Yeah, I'm a young first-time entrepreneur. I didn't really know.
Everything you're doing is fresh and new.
Everything I'm doing is freshly new, besides what my mentors may have taught me. But I'm taking on jobs, taking on some big jobs, kind of trying to get my foot in the door, trying to help someone out, and it set me back a lot. But I've overcame that. And shoot, you just gonna go through rough times. Either you stop and just quit, and that's when you lose. But I can't quit, so you just gotta keep going.
Always gotta keep going, bro. Mm-hmm. So, during those times and those dark moments, like, what was you telling yourself so you can keep going? Because, like I said in my previous episode, mental health is really important to me.
Sure.
In college, I had my problems where I was stressing and felt like I couldn't, I had my brothers, but there were some things I couldn't even tell y'all. So, during them tough times, what can you tell people that's going through those things to motivate themselves to get out of?
You just gotta keep going. You gotta change some things, change the people that's around you, change your environment, and you just gotta turn it up a notch. Focus on you, show up for you first. And then so you can show up for others, show up for your business, whatever you gotta go, whatever you got going on, you gotta show up for you first, whether it's eating right, going to the gym, just taking a break sometimes. Like when I first started, it was hard for me to just stop working through the weekends. I'm talking like 80-hour weeks and stuff like that, which I still, my alarm goes off at like 4:30 in the morning, and I might not shut my eyes till midnight, and it's a laptop.
The process, right?
It's a start all over again the next day. But you just gotta keep going. You can't give up. You just gotta know it's not the end. Everything always gets better.
Everything always gets better. Mm-hmm. And if you really want something out of life, you gotta go for it.
Yep.
So, man, you sound very educated for someone that really has spent his whole, college career for real estate, all of that. So, man, you got some books up here, man. What you be reading, man?
Man, I read a little bit of everything. So, like I said, when I first started, my mentor, shout out to Tyrell, by the way, Tyrell Hayden, who's giving me a lot of game on this journey of entrepreneurship, but Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and then he just started sending me books. So these is like physical books I have, and of course I got a few missing, but like I got the Audible app, so I have probably like 70 books in there. So if I don't feel like reading or anything, I'll just pop one of those in my ear and just listen to them. But all books on self-development, real estate. People ask me all the time, like, hey, can you teach me how to do this? That's my boy D Soul's tape too, so y'all check him out. But I always give people these books. I send them the Amazon link and say, hey, you gotta check this out, so you can at least grasp it, because you can't get everything out of me all at once. Like, you have to be willing to put in the work and show me that you want it. So, and this is from Bigger Pockets. This ain't no sponsorship or anything. They just help me. They got a great podcast, but the book on investing in real estate or rental property. So I probably studied this book for like 3 years before I even was able to buy my first rental property. So this is a great book for anybody that wants to get started investing in real estate, buying, holding. It teaches you pretty much everything: how to find a deal, how to manage a deal, how to manage your property when you get the deal. And this is just some other books for like creative financing. It's a good method to learn. I recently just used this book for my most recent deal, investing in real estate with no money down. So like I came to closing with none of my own money. I use creative finance, and you just got to get creative, because being an entrepreneur, sometimes banks don't mess with you. So you got to find creative ways to obtain those assets and stuff like that. And then this is just a book on estimating like rehab costs. So stuff like anytime I got a deal, like I probably got at least 3 of these books in my backpack with me. I'm making phone calls and stuff, highlighting. Okay, because you got to negotiate strong to make the deal work for you, especially in this market. But it just teaches you how to estimate costs, and then I don't flip houses yet, but I got this book
on the
too.
way for you. Got the book, so when it's time,
and that's one thing. I'm just not focused on flipping. I'm more of a long term, so I rather buy and hold and keep it to pass the deal.
Sure, bro.
Yes, sir.
So man, how do you really get your clients to trust you? I know because you're a young black man. I know this industry is tough. Like everybody say, oh, the money good, it's easy, just talking to people, but nah, bro, you really got to negotiate and make sure everybody finances matches. Got to make sure the deals are secure. So how do you really earn that trust from your clients?
Earning trust with my clients as far as like real estate or
real estate, just everything. You do it all, bro. So let's first take it to real estate.
Okay. So real estate, just getting clients to trust me. First off, is just educating them, because the reason I got into real estate is because my family, we were uneducated and didn't know the necessary steps. So I say the first step to gaining trust is just educating them, putting them up on game, teaching them how to build credit, getting them with a professional lender who could walk them through their finances and say, okay, this is what you need to do different. You need to pay this off. So it starts early. And then once we get their finances in line, we get them pre-approved, we start shopping for houses, and then just getting people to trust me. Like, I'm all relationship based. My business is relationship based. I don't cold call. I don't pick up the phone to talk to people I don't know unless they were a referral given from somebody who trusted me.
Right.
So nobody's coming to me unless they, heard my name coming from somebody's mouth who they trust. So it's just word of mouth. I work off my sphere of influence.
Okay, so when it comes to your business and Maxberry Property Services, how did that really plays?
Just doing good business, doing what you said you was gonna do, just having a good name. My dad, he has a good name, and he knows a lot of people.
Man, for sure.
He knows a lot of people, and he kind of, as an early entrepreneur on my journey, he kind of opened up the door for me by giving me clientele like of his friends and stuff, and it's people who I still do work for today. Like everybody knows my dad, so I feel like that's kind of rubbed off on me, just having a good name, doing good business, and being good to people.
Man, so that Maxberry name definitely hold weight in Lex, man. So would you like to tell everybody, what else that your family does? Your pops is successful. Your brother is on his own come up. Shout out to Jacory Maxberry.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna be rapping with you soon, brother.
Yes, sir. So my dad, he's a barber at Idlehour Barbershop. So he runs that barbershop over there. We also have a company called Papa Snacks. So right now we're working off of a huge, expensive smoker trailer. So we pull it around. My dad, he sells like smoked wings, everything, good food. We can all cook. So he does that, and let's see, my brother, I gotta give a big shout out to him, Jacory. So this is my brother. He's got his own seasoning line, Corey's Kitchen Collection. So y'all can find this at coreyskitchencollection.com. And make sure y'all get that, man. All organic seasonings, gluten-free. And my brother, he's also starting a meal prep service. So that's going to be called Max Fuel. And shout out to the good brother Sean for getting him together on all the getting him together for all the marketing, the website, and just hooking my whole family up with logos for our businesses and stuff like that. So Sean, we definitely appreciate you for that. But Max Fuel, that'll be releasing here soon. So the website. Y'all can order food, pick up, DoorDash. It's gonna be meal preps. He has vegan options, but yeah, my brother, man, we've been hustlers. We've been hustlers
all your lives,
all of our lives. Like,
what's some hustling stories you got, man?
Hustling stories. I remember. So my dad, he used to own a record store, I believe, in Jacori. He would, be trying to work the register while I'm playing my Game Boy or something. And then, like, in our younger ages, we would sell Kool-Aid on the corner. Like, my mom, she would be at work. We wanted to go swimming. We had no money. She didn't have any extra money to give us at the time. Corey, he walked like a mile to Kroger. He got sugar, Kool-Aid, cups. He got all that probably under $5, and then he would walk back. We would set it up. We was using Flavor Aid.
Right.
We wasn't using no Kool-Aid.
Man, you just said Kool-Aid, so I'm thinking you got the Kool-Aid.
We was using Flavor Aid. They cheap, dog. But we do that, make money.
It's a Willis away.
Yeah, we do that, make money. So we did that. We would shovel snow. We would cut grass. Pretty much anything. Sell candy.
The right way, though.
The right way, though. The right way. So we would sell candy. Corey, he's a hustler. He was, getting in trouble at school for selling candy.
he was the chip and candy guy.
Corey's always been a hustler.
Every high school
Corey's
got
always
the chip
been a hustler,
man, bro.
Corey was that guy from middle school.
Book bag.
Yes. No books in there. Just inventory.
Straight
inventory. But I got family in construction too. So I worked for my Uncle John as a kid, sweeping his construction job site. So entrepreneurship it's just been in my family. I've been blessed to have role models like that and have experience. It got kind of rubbed off on me. I can't see myself getting a job.
You gotta be your own boss, bro. You've been doing it well too, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
For sure, bro. So, man, let's talk about Western Kentucky for a little bit.
Yes,
man.
sir.
So, do you really feel like WKU helped you shape to the man that you not already are? Because you're still trying to find yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
Did it play a part in your growth?
Yeah, for sure. And my mom, she gonna love this because I always tell her like, I went to school for no reason. I'm in debt, blah, blah, blah. It's worth it, though. Like, I'm sitting right here next to one of my best friends. Got another one of my best friends and line brother behind the camera. But
shout out Steven.
Yes, sir. But WKU would definitely help mold me into the man. I feel like if I was still in Lexington, I would have been stuck in an environment that I didn't need to be in. It helped me pick out who I needed to hang out with and who I didn't need to hang out with. It kind of just gave me a fresh start because no telling where I would be if I stayed in Lexington around the same people who I was hanging out with. It helped me get out of my shell with speaking, just helped me be more of a people person. I was kind of popular in high school and stuff, but once you go to college, it's just like
it's like you start over again.
It's like you starting all over.
No one know you unless you went to the same high school or you in the same city.
I was kind of in my shell for a little bit. Then I met you, and then it was great ever since. Joining Alpha Phi Alpha, joining different organizations, meeting other friends and stuff like that, and just going through those challenges that I had to get through by myself because family's 2.5 hours away.
Right.
So it definitely helped mold me. It helped set a tone for what it is that I'm trying to do.
Yeah, so for all my people, college isn't for everyone, but if you do decide to go, take it seriously, you'll definitely meet long life friends and family that last with you forever. So man, what was one of your fondest memories at Western, bro?
Probably. Let's see.
We got a lot.
We got
4 years, y'all. That's a lot. We was 4 and done. I
will say, some of the parties we threw, especially we threw some wild parties at our apartment on campus.
First one,
Yeah, so it
We
was,
had one of our Neos now, K Lysy.
yeah. Shout out to Kane.
Saint K, man.
He had it turned
Had
up
a
in there.
whole turntable in our small apartment.
Oh,
bro.
man.
Going crazy. I'm telling
Yes,
you, people was
sir.
in there like penguins.
Yeah,
bro.
he had it jumping. Once he had it, I was like, yeah, he's going.
Yeah, we need him. We need him. Yeah, for
Shout
sure.
out to my club. But let's see with some other memories like stroll offs against the Q. Shout out to Gamma.
Shout out to GT, man.
shout out to
good
them.
comp. Good comp for sure.
So that winning step show.
Great.
I think in college, like that's when I was really like, okay, I'm for the community. So like me working with Boys to Men Club, stuff like that, me able to pour into the community, helping those young boys tie ties, just being an influence to them. And yeah, I would say those are just like some of the great memories there.
Man, so let's kind of like take a little dive into, Boys to Men. Parker Bennett,
Yes, sir.
great school for the youth. What did you see yourself, like, did you ever think that you'll be a pillar for a community that you don't live in? Because, we lived there for quite a while.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
People really respected us up there.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Like, was that ever part of the plan? Did you just feel like because you got the 3 letters on your chest,
Yeah.
like, I had to do it?
Yeah.
Or-
Well, I think at that time I was still focused like, okay, I'm gonna be in the education system someday. So just really just getting my foot in the door, interacting with kids and stuff like that. But just being a role model, it was something we needed to do, whether we had the 3 letters on our chest or not.
Right.
Just being an influence to others. And shout out to Tyrion Clark down there.
Clark,
For starting that program, and it's gone bigger, to Jonesville Academy, other stuff that they have. But man, that program's great, and like he's just kept it going. He started from nothing with that program and built it up hand in hand. But I always knew like I wanted to like give back and give more time back. I need to prioritize way more time to continue to give back to my community. So I do have something called Trillionaire Intelligence. And so it's trillion, and then it's spelled air, like as you're passing stuff down, HEIR. And what I want to do with that platform is pass knowledge down to, younger generations, so they know all the stuff that I know, so they could, I might not become a trillionaire, but with the knowledge I'm giving you, you could set these generations up, and y'all gonna get to that trillion by the knowledge I'm teaching you.
Bro, that's really love, man, because the kids are the future, man.
Yes, sir.
So why not, instead of getting them out of the situations where they don't need to be in, and actually educate them, because especially with young kids, we don't know about credit.
Yeah.
We don't know about no type of mortgages. We don't know about no responsibilities.
Taxes. We don't know about anything. All we know is go to school, graduate,
And
get
get
a good
good grades.
job, get good grades, get a good job, and then what?
I'll stay out of jail.
Like that of course, but like, and then what? So there's just a whole bunch of stuff that the school systems don't teach us. So although I'm not a teacher, I'm still teaching. It's just my own curriculum of what I'm doing with real estate, building wealth, building generational wealth, and really breaking generational curses. Because that's why we're here, and the predicament we're in. Not more so like a bad thing, but we know where we came from, and we know what we want our children to come from. So that's why we putting in this work.
Man, so kids, future, we think it big. Like, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Shoot,
like,
I don't
where
know.
do you, okay, let me backtrack. Where would you like to be in the next 5 years?
Shoot, where do I see myself in 5-10 years? Shoot, I would say just continue to provide it for others, settle down, maybe have some little ones or something.
Feel me? Yeah.
So yeah, that's definitely in the plans.
What about, community-wise business? Where do you really see your business going in?
Oh, my
Your
business.
status next 5 years?
Man, I hope I'm one of the biggest names in Lexington, as far as painting, real estate, stuff like that, bro. Like, I just want to keep doing good. Like, it's so easy to tarnish your name and reputation.
It is, bro.
So I'm just trying to stay focused. Like I've been building my name up for 5 or 6 years. Take 20 seconds to have that name snatched away from me.
Especially with social media.
Yeah,
bro.
social media.
Bro,
dog.
getting canceled is
For
such a big cancel culture.
So it's just, me just trying just stay on the straight path, continue to build the name up, continue to pour into my community so it could pour back into me.
This interview is just great, bro.
Yes,
I
sir.
feel like you educated me for one.
Yeah.
Educated the viewers. So like, what advice do you have for someone that, wants to start their own business or may have trouble? Like, do you have any advice you want to give anybody that
Like, dog, don't try to do everything by yourself. Do not try to do everything by
help
yourself.
is needed.
Find a mentor, educate yourself, and when finding a mentor, don't just bug somebody. Like, bring value to them. Write it down. Like, I've always written my goals down. I got goals on the back of that door. I had
Sticky notes all on
sticky notes. I had dry erase boards with all my goals, and all those goals I had written down in 2018, 2019. Like, they all checked off. Like, from buying property to getting my license, building credit, hiring people, providing opportunities for people. I remember all those being wrote down on that whiteboard, and like they checked off. It's just like, damn, like. Gotta make some more goals,
bro. Gotta make some more.
You gotta make some more goals.
Keep checking
bro.
them off.
You can't be stagnant at all. You gotta keep it going.
So do you think that kind of helped, like with all of this, like you and your dorm manifesting? Where you
Bro,
wanna
I
be,
was
what you
locked
want?
in. I was locked in. I'm talking about I'm in the back of classes building my website.
Well, you supposed to be
Like,
getting ready
bro,
for the test.
I'm
man.
supposed to be studying for school. I'm in the back building my website. I'm on Canva, creating marketing. Like, I'm doing all that while I'm in college, bro. The crazy thing is like when I graduated, I just walked across the stage. Like Data, he still thinks I really didn't graduate. But in the midst of me graduating,
Well, that is kind of surprising.
yeah, listen to this though. In the midst of me graduating, starting the Maxberry Property Services, getting my real estate license.
Okay.
That fall, I still had to take WKU courses to get my actual paper degree to give to my mom. So while I was basically running 2 businesses, working crazy hours, like, bro, I was still taking WKU classes to get that final degree. And that was like fall of 2019. So like 2019, that was a crazy year.
Man, it sounds like you really had a purpose,
Yeah,
bro.
yes sir.
Where can people find you on social platforms, bro? Like, people gotta find your business. Even Trillion here, bro.
Yeah, so pretty much on everything: Facebook, Instagram, TJ Maxberry, my painting company, Maxberry Property Services. On Facebook, I got a realtor page, TJ Maxberry Realtor, Trillionaire Intelligence, just on Instagram. Y'all could Google me. Y'all see a whole bunch of good stuff. That's pretty much where you can find me. If y'all have anything real estate related, just hit me up, dog. I'm here for whatever
He is
y'all
the
need.
man for it all. Before we go, man, I still want you to talk about Trillion because I know that's your own come up. That's another come up.
Yeah.
So tell us more what's it about.
So like I said, this is just more so of me just passing down that knowledge, the wealth of knowledge that I know to younger generations. So I'm in schools. I'm glad you brought this back up, dog.
And I know it's important to you, and I've been rocking with it.
It's
man,
important,
so
bro.
I feel like people need to hear
So
this.
although I need to prioritize it more, like I've talked to plenty of middle schools. I've talked to elementary schools. Like I'm in the one day I'm in the middle of painting, helping my workers. I get dirty too sometimes when I need to.
The boss.
And this lady calls me like, "Can you come talk to my kid? I got paint on my clothes." I go talk to her because you just be good to people. You come back and return. Not expecting anything though, but I did that. Now I'm speaking to colleges. I speak to UK getting business of college. I've never taken a business course in my life, bro. Like
They're coming to you for that.
They're coming to me for that. I speak to UK, University of Kentucky, probably 3-4 times a year. Last November, I drove back to our stomping grounds, WKU, and I spoke to a finance class. I've never taken a finance class in my life.
Once again, with your background, with your status.
With these books, with the experience that I learned, like I'm able to go and teach people real life experiences of an entrepreneur.
And that's what we need more of, bro.
Yes, sir.
It's a lot of, and what's crazy is a lot of people have these gems, but they just want to keep it all to themselves, or at least bring it to their family, to their people, and not want to share the wealth with everybody. Man. So we really appreciate you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
Keep paving the way and like really. Because like you said, you don't want to use all of yourself. If you really want the work, you got to earn it. You got to work for it. Someone just not just go give you all the answers.
Yes, sir.
So with that, man, TJ, I really appreciate you coming out,
dog.
brother. Love you, man.
Yes, sir. Love you too.
Beautiful people. We out. Until next time, love.